We just got our hands on the Z Fold 8 and we're about to unbox it. So we're just going to tear this open and then tear this side open too. And then we are going to open it and voila, we got this one right here. Before we handle this bad boy, let's check what we have in here. So basically we have a few things in this box and we are going to check it out. We have our type C to type C cable, and then we have some little paperwork right here, and then we have a SIM ejector tool right here too. So these are basically what we have in the box aside the phone, which is pretty much cool. Now we are going to see how this bad boy looks like. Let's just put this guys right here, and then we see how this bad boy looks like. I took the graphite color, and mine, this is so cool. Whoa, this is so cool. It's thinner than I expected. Trust me, it's very thin than I expected, right? So yeah, let's take this out. Wow. And then let's take this out. Okay, this is actually our first foldable phone we are reviewing on this channel, and for me to have it for keeps, we don't know yet, but maybe I might return it to Samsung or I might keep it. It depends on how you guys are going to react to the video. Samsung by Knox. So we're going to just install everything and then get back into the video again. So after installing everything and then signing in on my device, there's this one thing I noticed right away, which was a bit boring, because mostly I do like swipe gestures rather than the buttons at the bottom right here. When I'm using my Samsung devices, I use the swipe gestures like any Android device, but for some reason when I swipe up this way, it opens Samsung Pass, which was like a default thing for me. I don't know for other people who have this device, but for me this was a default thing. And even when you open the phone this way, you still have it here. It's not like when you open it, it's gone. It still shows up this way, and it was a bit boring. So what I did was I went to my settings and then scroll to display, and then I scroll down again to navigation bar, and then after going to navigation bar, I just went to quick access to Samsung wallet, and then I turned all these guys off, and afterwards I was able to use my phone freely. Right, that was it. So I was able to use it freely this way. And for some reasons, I don't know if maybe there's any settings, when I just change my phone from the bigger screen to the smaller screen, it goes to a lock mode, which I don't know if maybe there's any setting for me to just change it. I would probably look through and then just change it later. Frankly speaking, I'm really liking this device, and the fingerprint reader is quite quick. When you just keep your hands on it, it opens, right? So I installed everything, and then I had some apps installed on the phone. I had some games installed, which I'm going to be testing for you guys. I have Blast Strike and then Delta Force and then Call of Duty installed. I'm going to be just making an in-depth video for all the games I have installed right here. And then later, if maybe you guys want me to try another one, you can just write in the comment section, and then I'll just do justice to that for you guys. And with that much said, don't forget to like this video up and also subscribe to the channel. So the next thing I also would say is the apps optimization. So I'm just going to show you some few apps I have actually installed. When we go to Facebook, you can see Facebook moves smoothly. It's okay. When we open it this way too, it integrates very smoothly like that. I think Facebook is one of the optimized apps, but for some reason it doesn't work this way, right? So one of the apps that are optimized, I think, is Facebook. When we check out the other ones, which is going to be Instagram is also optimized. It's okay. When we check Instagram too, is okay this way. When we try going to Reels, you can see that it's a bit cropped, which is one of the things I didn't like. It looks so small. When we open it too, it looks this way. You see, the profile can be this way, right? The profile can be this way, and then also this looks a bit okay. This is not bad. If you are watching a reel on this big screen this way, is okay, right? So that is one thing I like about the reels. Okay, yeah. So when we check my profile right here, you can see how it looks on Instagram. Don't forget to give me a follow, the same name here. And then yeah, that's it. You go to TikTok too, you're gonna see the same thing. I think I like TikTok too. You can see the same name. It's very cool. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm so much impressed with how things are here. So you can see TikTok. When we try scrolling too, we're gonna see the little bit of crops on TikTok at some points, but it's okay, right? It's okay. And one of the cool things I like is the screen. The screen feels so good. Like, bro, it's so good. You can turn the TikTok to this way, but the screen feels so good. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what to say, but I don't know if it's because it's my first foldable phone, but man, I like this. Trust me, I like this. It feels so good when you're touching it. It's so smooth, 120 Hz device, so everything looks clean, perfect, right? And yeah, that's one of the cool things when you check out right here, multitasking. You can see right here is cool. And one of the cool things about multitasking too, when you just swipe up this way, and then you can just press hold and then drag them anywhere you feel like you want. So when you want to just drag it here, you can do it, and then you can just swipe up again and then drag another one to this section right here, and you can just get like 3 screens at the same time. You can watch TikToks, you can watch Instagram, you can be on Facebook at the same time. It can be different apps, not just these apps. It can be different apps you feel like you want to use simultaneously on your device, which is okay. It's okay. It's not for everybody, but it's okay. People who do multitasking, maybe trying to reply texts, trying to reply emails, but still want to be on TikTok or maybe do any other thing, I think this is for you. And then the only downside here is the camera. Or you see when you just put it on the table, it just keeps bouncing this way, but I mean, it's not really much of a big deal. I got a graphite one. It's not a big deal because you can just get a case which is going to fill up the space right here, and your phone is actually going to be cool. I'm having some people sending in cases to me, so when it comes, I'm just going to make a review for you guys and then also leave some links for you to just grab one for yourselves in case you got this device. So who is this device for? Is it for everybody? It's actually not for everybody, because when I just pick up my 17 Pro and then I'm trying to use it, I feel this phone is a bit shorter than this guy. It's not a bit, like it is short, right? You can see it's shorter than this guy. If I pick my other Samsung too, you can see it's shorter than this Samsung right here compared to the way it is. But the only good thing is when you turn it this way, it becomes the big boy in the house, right? It becomes longer than the 17 Pro, but I'm yet to test it side by side to see which of them is a bit quicker. I mean, I think it's not really much of a bad device. You're not really missing anything. I don't know the difference between this and then the Ultra, but I feel like this is like a flagship device right here, which the only people who are going to lack is maybe face unlock. That is like, I want to get a face unlock and I'm not getting it on this device. That is the only thing I think is not really making this phone complete. But I mean, without face unlock, you still have the device. I like it. I will swap my SIM into this and then we'll use it for a couple of days to know how it feels. And the battery too is not bad. I charged it to 100%. That was like 3 hours ago, right? And I played Call of Duty a bit, and then I played Blast Strike a bit to test how it feels like, and we're still at 87, so the battery life isn't that much bad. And then I've texted with a couple of friends, and then also I have scrolled on TikTok and then Instagram, posted videos with this phone, and yeah, it's not bad. The cameras too is okay. You can see this is the front facing camera. The back camera too isn't that bad, right? You can see right here. I'm gonna do an in-depth video for this. So what do you think? Are you really gonna get this device? Let me know in the comment section. And then also let me know in the comment section which other video you want me to create. But I have a lot more planned that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. And don't forget to give this video a like and share to your friends, and also subscribe to the channel because I am about to reach 10K, which is one of the greatest things that is about to happen to me. Thank you so much, and I'm going to catch you in the next one. Peace.